Disney Buys Fox 2019 by Janera L.M. Thompson. Disney has a remarkable array of film production talent, which includes three powerhouses: Toy Story maker Pixar, Lucasfilm, the home of Star Wars, and the all conquering Marvel, which made Iron Man, Black Panther, and the Avengers series. Disney closed its $71 billion acquisition of Rupert Murdoch's 21st century film and entertainment assets, bringing The Simpsons, Star Wars, and Avengers under one roof. Fox's film division, fresh off an Oscar haul from the Freddie Mercury biopic Bohemian Rhapsody, will add valuable franchises such as the X-Men universe, Avatar, Deadpool, and the Kingsman series. The deal combines Disney's film studios, AB Broadcasting Network, and theme park with Fox's film and TV studios, and the FX and National Geographic broadcast networks. They are now big competitors of Netflix and Amazon Prime. Disney, however, was not satisfied with mere domination. At the end of 2017, it began negotiations to buy most of the movie and TV assets of one of its biggest and most successful rivals, 20th Century Fox. Throughout this paper, I'm going to be analyzing the negotiation of the two largest companies in Hollywood today and discuss how it applies to what we learned during this course. Interests. Disney was less interested in Fox production capacities and more interested in acquiring Fox's own film and television libraries to help expand the streaming services library. That was the main goal and interest for Disney. The deal of the 21st Century Fox would exclude the Fox Broadcasting Company, Fox television stations, Fox News Group, and Fox Sports, which would spawn off into a new independent company run by the Murdoch family. On May 7, 2018, it was reported that Comcast spoke to investment banks about topping Disney's offer to acquire Fox. Several Fox investors said that they would be open to terminate the company's agreement with Disney if Comcast followed through on its plan to launch a rival all cash for $60 billion. The following week, Comcast publicly announced it was looking into making an all-cash counteroffer for Fox assets. On June 18, 2019, it was reported that Disney would add to its already existing $52 billion claim to contest Comcast's proposed counteroffer for the Fox assets. On June 20th, Disney and Fox announced that they had amended their previous merger agreement, upping Disney's offer to $71.3 billion. The increase in price is a 10% premium over Comcast's $65 billion offer, says Hagi and Schwartzel in 2018. On June 21st, Murdoch said in response to Disney's higher offer, "We're extremely proud of the business we have built at 21st Century Fox and firmly believe that this combination with Disney will unlock even more valuable shareholders as the new Disney continues to set pace at a dynamic time for our industry," says Hagi and Schwartzel in 2018 as well. This did not mean that other companies could not make a bid because the deal needed to be voted on by shareholders. On July 25, 2018, TCI Fund Management, the second largest shareholder of the 21st Century Fox, indicated it voted to approve the Disney-Fox deal. Only July 27, Disney and Fox shareholders approved the merger between the two companies. Iger described the negotiation as smooth and cordial to CNBC. "I thought it was a long shot, but the more I thought about it, the more Rupert thought about it, the more we talked about it, the more it made sense," Iger told CNBC. With the deal, Disney takes over a portfolio that includes the 104-year-old 20th Century Fox studio, the FX, and the National Geographic cable networks, and an additional 30% of Hulu. LibTech of 2018 said. When researching the negotiation, we could tell right away that this was an integrative negotiation. Iger and Murdoch were good friends before the merger and negotiation happened. They both care more about creating a situation where both parties can achieve their goals and seek more to create value than to claim value. Both sides of the party wanted a good outcome for each other, and this is why the negotiation went very smoothly. It was clear that both sides of the parties had the same framing. Another concept: Eager and Murdoch viewed the situation the same, which then led them to take courses of action. Sherman, according to 2018 and Sherman. In the negotiation, Fox had to take the power. Disney made an offer to Fox, but shortly after, Comcast made an offer that was larger than Disney's. Fox had the power of competition to leverage more power. At this point, Fox had the power to leave the negotiation with Disney if they chose to, because they had other options. Disney had no longer had power, and then they decided to top Comcast offer to gain more power. This is how Disney led with power and balance. Although Fox had not asked Comcast to make an offer, they did it anyway. This ended up benefiting Fox because when Comcast made the offer, Disney made an even higher offer. If Comcast would have never made their offer, then Fox would have settled with $52 billion offer made it by Disney. However, Fox ended up getting a whopping $71.3 billion because, according to my research on the concepts we learned in class, they used the integrative negotiation, their framing was similar, and then Disney used the power imbalance to get things back on track. Now let's analyze this negotiation and merger between Disney and 20th Century Fox. Mergers are always to benefit the economy and both companies if they are successfully integrated. After researching and analyzing, this would have not changed a lot for Disney and Fox negotiation. I think the approach they used worked out very well for two companies. Iger and Murdoch were friends before the idea on the merger of their two companies. This deal was not a crucial deal that would make or break one of them. It was a very laid back and casual discussion between two of the largest CEOs in the industry, and I would say in the world today. They made sure the negotiation was very integrative and there was no drama between the two. I think it was smart of them to keep the merger a secret in the beginning, that they could discuss it without the input from the industry. At the end of the deal, both sides got something they wanted. Iger had acquired some of Fox's assets and Murdoch still had control of some of the assets to make his own. A condition of the merger was the spinning off of the Murdoch family's new Fox Corp, which means 4 major TV news networks would still exist in the United States. I think that if the two companies went into this approach with a distributive tactic, that would have led to many challenges and possibly cost them their friendship. This was a major deal costing $72.3 billion, and it turned out how Iger and Murdoch wanted it. The largest challenge in the negotiation was competition, in my opinion. When Comcast made an offer that was larger than Disney's, it caused a setback in the negotiation. Another challenge was the overlap of companies causing layoffs throughout. According to my research, there are many people involved in these large company negotiations, including employees, shareholders, investors, and executives. Both Disney and Fox are in the movie business, and this sale further consolidates the name of the bigger brands under Disney roofs. Murdoch has been working to acquire the remainder of Sky TV in the UK, which will add to the portfolio under his new focus of live sports and news. Iger and Murdoch both closed the deal happy and content with what they got out of it. This negotiation was a great example of an integrative negotiation and shows how smoothly they can go. The Walt Disney and Fox merger started off as two friends having dinner and turned into one of the largest mergers in Hollywood in the industry today. By the end of 2018, Disney had earned $7.33 billion worldwide for the year, a record second only to Disney's record of $7.61 billion in 2016, beating their own record. By the end of June 2019, the 5 films that Disney released globally this year had already made $5.61 billion worldwide, and the studio shows no signs of slowing down. I've also created a chart of the advantages of disadvantages to go through that goes over the things we've talked about, such as the networks they gained, such as the direct-to-DVD consumer processes they've gained, and some of the disadvantages, such as the live sports and the Fox News buyouts that were a result. In conclusion, according to the rivals, Fox, what they've engineered within their own company that makes them the kind of name brand we sometimes kid that we just call them the entertainment. The company has certainly known hardship before. Just 7 years ago, Disney was at the bottom of a 5-year box office slump. Other than the reliable hits provided by Pixar and Disney's twin animation studios, the company has struggled to find a feature film strategy that worked at all. Due to the complexity of one massive media conglomerate purchasing another massive media conglomerate, the deal didn't close until March 2019 for $71.3 billion. The timing nonetheless ended up being eerily perfect, as Disney is poised this year to exert an unprecedented degree of box office supremacy. Good job, Disney, and good job, Fox, 20th century and 21st century. Here's a list of my photo references. Please comment below and I'll send you the script for the rest of my research references. Thank you.